Всем доброе утро, good morning, добро пожаловать на мой канал. Hello and welcome to my channel. Day number 7 out of 100. Speak Russian in 100. Learn Russian in 100 days and speak it and understand it. So number 7 out of 100. The first part is, of course, reviewing. In Russian it is повторение. Повторение. Reviewing, repeating. Let's review some words first. Film. Don't forget to practice with me out loud. Try to imitate my pronunciation. It will improve your speaking skills, your pronunciation skills, your understanding skills. Film. Try to shadow, to imitate my pronunciation. Film. Mama, of course. So this is film, this is mother. Film, mama. Pay attention to the stress in Russian language. Stress the correct syllable, the correct vowel. Mama. Pronounce it a little bit longer. Mama. Passport. Here the stress is on a, so emphasize it. Pronounce it a little bit longer. Passport. Put a stress on it. Passport. Or not stressed, pronounce it as a. Passport. Very good. Humor. Humor is humor. So passport is a passport, of course. Humor. U is stressed here. A, not stressed, will be pronounced as a. Humor. Opera. O is stressed, so change it, pronounce it as O, because it's stressed. Opera. Хорошо. Opera is opera. Добрый. As in добрый день, which means good afternoon or good day. Добрый is good or kind. Добрый also means kind, good. Добрый, kind, good. Музыка. Música, of course, is music. Música. Sport is sport. Now, let's review phrases. Как вас зовут? Как вас зовут? What is your name? This вас means formal. So to ask in a formal way. Как вас зовут? A person you just met, a person older than you. You will use informal тебя instead of вас to ask a child. Как тебя зовут? But in other cases, you will use вас. In all the other cases, you will use вас. Как вас зовут? What is your name? Как тебя зовут? This is a question for a child. Informal. Хорошо. Now a short dialogue. Это университет? Это университет? Это университет. Everything that I wrote here, we already learned in our previous lessons. So if something new for you, watch all the previous lessons. Это университет, or not stress, pronounce it as a. Это университет, is this an university? And because I have a question mark here, you have to use your intonation to make the person in front of you understand, or you're talking to understand that this is a question. Because это университет can be a statement. This is an university. When you put a question mark at the end of the sentence, it will become a question. Это университет? Is this an university? Нет, это не университет. Нет, это не. This не means not. No. Not. No. Не. Нет, это не университет. No, this is not an university. Нет, это не университет. Университет. Нет, это не университет. Нет, это не университет. Это гостиница. Это гостиница. 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 Гостиница is a hotel. Это гостиница. This is a hotel. This is not a university. This is a hotel. Нет, это гостиница. Это гостиница. Нет, это не университет. No, this is not. Sorry, I forgot. T. Нет, это не университет. No, this is not an university. Это гостиница. This is a hotel. Это гостиница. Это гостиница. The second part is about new phrases. Here we are going to learn some very common Russian, everyday Russian phrases. So the first phrase is a question. Где вы живете? Где, which means where. Вы means you, plural or formal. Где вы живете? Живете. Где вы живете? So, вы means you, plural or formal. So, где вы живете? Where do you live? You can ask this question one person, in case you talk in a formal way with this person, or you can ask a group of people. Где вы живете? Where do you live, guys? Где вы живете? Where do you live? Где вы живете? Practice with me out loud. Где вы живете? Очень хорошо. If you like what I do, don't forget to like and share this video. Дальше. And the question can be Я живу в России. Я живу в России. В России. Я живу в России. I live, я живу in России, in Russia. Or not stress, so pronounce it as a. России, and do not forget about the stress. Stress is very important. For people to understand you, you will have to stress the correct syllable, the correct vowel. Я живу в России. Я живу в России. I live in Russia. I live in Moscow. Same as here. Я живу. Again, я живу. We stress. В. And in Moscow means in Russian is в Москве. В Москве. В Москве. Again, same situation here. Or not stressed, pronounce it as a. Москве and stress the correct vowel. Я живу, stress, в Москве, stress. Я живу в Москве. I live in Moscow. Хорошо. I live in Paris. Я живу в, I live in, я живу в Париже. In Paris will be в Париже. Париже. В Париже. E is stressed here. Я живу в Париже. I live in Paris. I will ask you to write your example with the city or country where you live in Russian in comments below. And I will correct it if needed. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Please leave as many comments as you can in Russian without, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Я живу в Париже. I live in Paris. Хорошо. Now I live in London. Same. Я живу в. I live in. Я живу в Лондоне. Не. В Лондоне. Я живу в Лондоне. And here we have this O, which is not stressed, so pronounce it as A. В Лондоне. Да не. В Лондоне. Don't forget about the stress. Stress the first syllable here. This is a very common mistake that my students sometimes make, especially when they didn't start learning Russian with me. They learned to pronounce the words incorrectly with the wrong stress. So here, Лондоне, the first syllable is stressed. Я живу в Лондоне. В Лондоне. This part, you pronounce it a little bit more silent. This one is more important. В Лондоне. В Лондоне. So, я живу в Лондоне. I live in London. Try to pronounce all the phrases with me out loud. Now, let's say I live in New York. Я живу в. I live in New York in Russian language. New York. We в Нью-Йорке. We learned all these cities in our previous lessons. Я живу в Нью-Йорке. Я живу в Нью-Йорке. I live in New York. We will not learn grammar in this course. So, but just pay attention to these endings. Everywhere is «е». В Москве in Moscow, в Париже in Paris, в Лондоне in London, в Нью-Йорке in New York. Очень хорошо. Let's continue with the third part, words. Слова, words. Here we will learn some new words. We are going to practice reading in Russian language. And we are going to learn cursive. Yesterday, in our previous lesson, we learned how to write a letter. Today, we are going to continue with bear. Bear. We will start here. We are going to continue. So we will start here, and the end will be here. And then we are going to write this like it looks like a hat. This is B letter, B cursive. And then write this continuation, because of course we will always continue. You will always write another letter here. So you will need like this little tail here. For example, let's connect it with A. We learned in our previous lesson how to write A. A. And we will read it as ba. Ba. B, A together, ba. Ba. Try to imitate my pronunciation. Ba. This is capital B, small b will look like that. And like a tail here that's looking up. B, small b. And again, write this little tail like a continuation. We can add ba here, a here as well. A. And we will have ba. Ba, ba. Ba, ba. Now let's write it with capital A. 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 And let's connect it with small b. Ab. 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 So b, a, b, a, ba. We have here. Here the same, ba. And here ab. Ab. Ba, ba, ab. Ab. Now with small a, small a, and let's connect it with small b. And with the long tail here. Ab, ab, ab. We can connect it with a again. Abba, 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 abba. Okay. And so we have ba with capital B, ba with small b, ab with capital A, and ab or abba with the small a and small b. Abba. You will have to practice, of course, to be able to write cursive and to understand Russian cursive. Now let's learn some new words. Journal. Here we practice reading as well. So I'm going to divide it in syllables. Journal, 2 syllables. Journal. Journal is a journal. Journal, also it means a magazine. Journal. 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 Okay. Journal. Мотор. 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 Motor is a motor, exactly like in English, or not stressed, so please pronounce it as a. Motor. This O is stressed, so we are not going to change it. We will leave it. We will pronounce it as O. Motor. Motor. So when O is not stressed, pronounce it as A. When O is stressed, pronounce it as O. Motor. Мотор. Волейбол. Волейбол. Volleyball is volleyball. And here we have O, which we are going to pronounce it A. Volleyball. And also we have ye. And when ye is not stressed, it will be reduced. The vowel will, all the vowels are reduced when they are not stressed. But with O and ye, we can hear it more clear than with other vowels. So ye will be pronounced as E when it's not stressed. Volleyball, volleyball, volleyball. Very good. Gram, gram. And gram is a gram. 1 gram, 2 grams, 100 grams. Gram, gram. Style, style is style. Style in Russian. So we have the soft sign here. Soft sign softens the consonant before it. Style, style. So we pronounce L a little bit softer. Without the soft sign, it would be still, still. With the soft sign, it's still, still. So it makes L softer. Still, 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 still. Thank you, Natalie Burrell, for supporting my channel. Спасибо большое. Yeah, indeed, Russian is a very beautiful language. Style. So still, still, l, still, still. Still is style. Хорошо. Объект. Now we are going to use the hard sign. Объект. 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 This sign makes like a slight break. Объект. Объект. Object is an object. And of course, when O is not stressed, pronounce it as A. Объект. Объект. Очень хорошо. Very good. Троллейбус. 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 Again, is a trolley bus. Троллейбус, or not stressed. Pronounce it as A. Троллейбус. Троллейбус. Хорошо. And the last word for today is the word торт. 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 Торт is cake. Торт. Cake. Now let's continue with number 4, a dialogue. In Russian, dialogue. 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 A dialogue. So, привет, как тебя зовут? Привет. Привет. Как тебя зовут? Как тебя зовут? Привет, как тебя зовут? Hello, how are you? I used informal here, or when O is not stressed, pronounce it as A. Зовут. Зовут. Е not stressed, pronounce it as E. Тебя. Тебя. Как тебя зовут? What is your name? Hello, what is your name? Привет, как тебя зовут? Меня зовут, let's say, Алекс. Меня зовут Алекс. Алекс. Меня зовут Алекс. My name is Alex. Меня зовут Алекс. Меня зовут Алекс. Not stress, pronounce it as и. Меня. Меня. О, not stress, pronounce it as а. Зовут. Зовут Алекс. Меня зовут Алекс. А как тебя зовут? And what is your name? А как тебя зовут? А как тебя зовут? And what is your name? А как тебя зовут? And what is your name? Меня зовут Лена. Меня зовут Лена. Лена. Lena is Russian for Helen. Меня зовут Лена. My name is Lena. Don't forget about O. Unstressed will be pronounced as A. And E will be pronounced as I. Меня зовут Лена. Хорошо, good. Дальше, let's continue. Очень приятно. Очень приятно. Приятно. Очень приятно. Очень приятно. Очень приятно means I'm very pleased, literally. Basically, it means nice to meet you. Очень приятно. Очень приятно. You can see that here O is stressed, so I didn't change it. I pronounce it as O. Очень и очень приятно. But here O is not stressed, so I pronounce it as A. Приятно. Очень приятно. Nice to meet you. Очень приятно. Nice to meet you. How are you? Как дела, Лена? Как дела, Лена? How are you, Лена? Лена. Очень приятно. Nice to meet you. Как дела, Лена? How are you, Лена? Очень приятно. Nice to meet you. How are you, Лена? Как дела, Лена? And here we will learn a new answer to this question. How are you? And it will be нормально. A very common answer. Нормально. Ой, sorry. Нормально. 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 Нормально means normal. And basically it means I'm okay. I'm okay. Нормально. О, not stressed. Pronounce it as A. Нормально. Нормально. I'm good. I'm okay. Нормально. Очень хорошо. Read this dialogue for at least 10 times. Then role play it with your friends, maybe with your Russian friend or with yourself in front of the mirror. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and role play it without looking at your notes. And the most important thing is to not be afraid to make mistakes. Нормально, good, normal. And the last part, number 5, is a short story. Short story. Я живу в России, в Москве. Я живу. First, listen and try to translate it by yourself before I write it here on the board or before I translate it for you. Я живу в России. В России. Я живу в России, в Москве. В Москве. Я живу в России, в Москве. I live in Russia. России. O will be pronounced as A. В Москве. In Moscow. O will be pronounced as A. В Москве. Я живу в России, в Москве. I live in Russia, in Moscow. А где вы живете? А где вы живете? А где вы живете? And where do you live, guys? Or, so it can be a question that you ask a group of people or one person, but in a formal way. А где вы живете? And where do you live? А где вы живете? I will ask you in two. Where do you live? А где вы живете? Хорошо. Это мой друг Артур. Это мой друг Артур. Артур is Arthur. Это мой друг Артур. This is my friend Arthur. Это, or, not stress, pronounce it as I. Это means this is. Это мой друг. We learned in previous lesson this rule when a voiced consonant like this one, like G, is located at the end of the word, it will become unvoiced. In this word, G, so in this word, we have G, and G, when it is located at the end of the word, it will become K. Друг. Друг is friend. Это мой друг Артур. This is my friend Arthur. Это мой друг Артур. Он тоже живет в Москве. Он тоже живет в Москве. Он, he means he, тоже, as well, живет, lives, в Москве, in Moscow. Он тоже живет в Москве. Артур – футболист. Артур – футболист. Футболист. Артур is a football player. Артур – футболист. Or, not stress, pronounce it as A. Футболист. Артур – футболист. Arthur is a football player. Да, очень хорошо. Let's read it one more time and we are done for today. Я живу в России, в Москве. I live in Russia, in Moscow. А где вы живете? And where do you live? Это мой друг Артур. This is my friend Arthur. Он тоже живет в Москве. He lives in Moscow as well. Артур – футболист. Arthur is a football player. I will ask you to read this text out loud for at least 10 times, then write it down in your notebook, and then say it out loud without looking at your notes. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Say it with mistakes. It will improve your speaking skills, your understanding skills. Все на сегодня. That's all for today. See you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. After this lesson will reach more than 1,000 views, we will see each other again. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Спасибо большое. Thank you very much. Чмоки-чмоки. Mwah.